always trying to put me down on the ground, but I never be jealous, cause I do right in their minds. In their minds, swear with me, boy, don't go right in their minds. Come on, at me, boy, there's a fight in their minds.
Two teams coming from opening day defeats and two teams coming out to prove themselves on match week number 2. Welcome to Army versus United City. This is the Philippines Football League. My name is Ivan Gayares together with Jed Diamante, and today we will see both teams try to bounce back from their opening day losses, itong Philippine Army and United City. My name is Ivan Gayares together with Jed Diamante, and very interesting matches so far for us.
Yeah. Before we start, I'd just like to greet everyone who's watching live. No, good evening, magandang gabi, mayong gabi sa inyong tanan. Again, it's a great matchup tonight for Army and UCFC, who still want to find that first win for their season. For their first win, no, in this season. So coming off from the last game, Army, although Solon and Celis scored 2 for them, that wasn't enough for the 3-0 defeat. Right now, they're facing a lot of injuries. Hopefully, that they can utilize these other players, no, to find that right combination, just to create that lethal attack that they want to have, no, to hopefully win this game.
Well, they did lose against Manila Digger by 3-2 in opening day. Ito naman on the other side, United City came off from a 0-2 defeat against the defending champions in Kaya FC Iloilo. A very interesting proposition for them because, you know, that was the first game and a very difficult one at that.
Yeah, well, we saw that it wasn't really a lack of quality in the game because the game was really nice. Both teams were really playing. It was just Kaya was more critical and clinical, no, during the attack. We saw a lot of chances coming from Mark Hartman. We have Paulo Bugas and Troy Limbo creating those chances for them. We have Ariel Newcomb, who really proved to be the attacking force for UCFC, and we hope to see him create those chances for this game tonight against Army.
Well, United City, now, we're just going back, the format of this Philippines Football League is just a single round robin, no home and away matches, and every game and every goal counts. So anyone at the end of the season who have the top points are the champions. And just going back on starting list, Coach Boogie Margarce did mention that he has 4 players out. Ito naman UCFC, they have plenty of people on the bench as well. They're trying to shuffle as well on how they would want to approach the game. So let's talk about Army and their losses so far. No Ariola tonight for their match.
Yeah, well, actually, Ago Ariola, no, he was making those chances in the last game, creating those opportunities for the team. Unfortunately, because of some unfortunate decisions, no, during the game, because of the heat of the moment as well, and you know the heat of the game, he was taken out on a red card, which because of that suspension, we will not be seeing him tonight.
Well, on the other side, UCFC are still confident. They really want to bounce back on this. Highly favored as well as one of the top teams as we take a look at the players getting ready for the ceremonial walk-in to the pitch. And in a few moments, we'll turn you over to our pitch side reporter, Nina Aldivia, to share to you the notes that she got so far from our coaches from both squads. Off to you, Nina.
Two established, well-known teams in Philippine football. We have Philippine Army FC and United City FC. Sa last match ng Philippine Army, inamin naman ng head coach nila si Coach Boogie na bumigay sila in the last few minutes. So he's hoping that they don't easily give up this time at di dapat sila sumuko hanggang sa huling pito ng referee. Sa kabila naman, in the previous match of United City FC, they lost to the defending champions Kaya. But assistant coach Mark Francisco considers it something good, and he is grateful that they experienced that since they were able to identify their weaknesses and their strengths, and they were able to adjust it accordingly so they won't make the same mistakes again. With both sides looking to grab the first win of the season, let's see who will catch a lucky strike to end the weekend.
Thank you, Nina, for that very comprehensive review as we take a look at the starting 11 for Philippine Army. 4 changes on the squad: Soriano, Karuskay, Dorimon, and Ryan Dicena joining in the fray. A lot of changes mula dito sa Army squad. Now, we did say that we lost Ago Ariola, the star striker. because of a second yellow. He has to serve that suspension. Very conservative 4-4-2, Jed.
Yeah, they're playing rather balanced right here with the 4-4-2 formation, probably to try to adjust against UCFC, because as their coach mentioned a while ago, they are coming into this game as the underdog, so they have to play a bit balanced starting off and try to take it off from there.
As we try to take a look on the other side for United City FC, 4-2-3-1 formation. Welcome Limbo Bugas Kaule. Bugas now a starter for the team. 3 changes from their previous match. Serge Kaule on that right-hand side. That partnership coming from the former Davao team in the Copa Paulino Alcantara. And Michael Menzi on that left-hand side to support the defense. So United City wanted to bounce back again on this match. They want to get the full 3 points. And what do you think about this formation, Jed?
They're playing a rather strong lineup here, expecting Mark Hartman to really direct that midfield, getting those attacks through Bugas. We also have the substitutes here, which are on both sides, both ends of the teams are very deep as well. So we can expect any of them to come on and try to change the pace of the game, change of the tides of the game. Yeah, I think they're trying to shuffle it up, being early here in the season.
Well, slightly deeper bench para sa United City FC, but a lot could be seen. Anything can happen in football as we see both teams walking in to our match. Both teams lined up already ready to go for action here in the Philippines Football League. Your final game of the night, it's Philippine Army FC versus United City FC. Philippine Army in their familiar yellow and green kits. Ito namang United City going on triple black. Both teams looking for their first win in this Philippines Football League season. Mind you, it is a very challenging one. Like we mentioned earlier, it is a single round competition early. So the team who gets the most points at the end of this very quick sprint, we will do extend until July. So we will have everything to play for. Kumbaga, Jed, everything is parang final. Kumbaga, every day is a final. So ganun ang mindset ng lahat ng teams ngayon.
Whenever they come into the pitch, you have to take those 3 points. You have to play with quality, and I think that's the mentality that both teams both teams have coming into this game. Every game counts.
Well, our match officials, we have Raymart De Los Santos, assisted by JV Hildo and Hussein Mag-Usara. Fourth official is Rodney Leble, and our match commissioner is Miss Madge Anio. Very interesting proposition. 2 captains in front of you, Yok Bisite and Matt Silva, the goalkeeper from UCFC. Match is slated to kick off at 8:30 p.m. Just a couple of minutes away from that. Both teams off to pick their possession, but just going back, how do you think, obviously United City is the favored squad in this match. How do you think Philippine Army will match up with that, Jed?
Well, we know every time it's a Philippine Army game, they will be playing with much confidence, and they will play hard. That's for sure. And now UCFC is also looking forward to a win for this game, so they have the stacked lineup. They will try to use their experience, although UCFC has been one of the champions previously in the Philippines Football League. This is a rather new lineup, so I think that's what the coach of UCFC mentioned. They're still trying to assess how to balance the team, try to find those correct combinations of players, and really learn from their mistakes from the previous game. So it's just going up both for Army and UCFC as we see them kick off in a few moments.
Well, anyway, we will see two teams. Now, two teams getting ready for the action. Just a few moments. Coming off from this very historic venue, the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Behind us in our background is our very dear alma mater, myself and Jed.
It's always a great feeling playing on this pitch, regardless if it's a training or a game. And the game kicks off with UCFC having the pleasure of having the first possession.
I'm expecting heavy coverage by UCFC on the ball. Army relying on the old faithfuls. Jalsor Soriano and John Robert Solen. Solen, the goal scorer from the previous match. Soriano, long-time journeyman, long-time member of Ceres Negros FC and Kaya FC. Now with team in the Army. Some slight delay and the restart, says the referee. I think a deflated ball perhaps.
It's interesting how UCFC would break the defense because we are expecting Army to play a very compact game today. But we see here they have a chance to take a first crack at the goal with that cross.
Inside.
Confidently saved by Matthew Silva.
On that other end, Joan Sumailo. What a great run from Joan Sumailo, all the way back from central midfield. Will be assisting Yok Bisite on that center mid section. Yok Bisite, the captain of Philippine Army, the number 7. United City with a whole new look. Here's a chance. Cross in the middle, a bit forward. No one there. It's Troy Limbo trying to find his way in. Across, wins that corner. We see the target man for United City is Ariel Nwekam. They tried to find him there, the tall guy in the middle. Number 77.
Luis Caule opted for the high cross rather than the low cross. We see two UCFC players getting ready for that
Bugas
cutback.
with a corner header.
The corner here.
Cleared off the line bar, Soriano.
With
Good
UCFC tallying their first clear chance there. We expect to see more action today.
Bidia gathers confidently. Try to play it in the middle. They lose that to Limbo. Now back to Hartman. Swings the ball forward. Here comes Menzi. Mike Menzi lost that. Mike Menzi, the brother of Odi Menzi,
who's the captain of Kaya FC. Here, great chance for UCFC in the corner.
oh, straight to the defender. That ball sails wide. And frankly, a slow start mula sa ating dalawang teams, Jed.
UCFC's playing rather calmly right now, trying to build up all the way from the back, not rushing into the attack. They're trying to utilize both left and right sides. We see here an attack for Troy Limbo on the left wing. Looks for a teammate in the middle.
Now this is Hartman. Trying to fight Caule. Came from an offside position. Serge Caule.
We see even early on into the game, Mark Hartman has been making those penetration passes into the middle, the passes to the wing. So his vision is incredible for, for UCFC to capitalize here in early in the game.
It's another change for them. Change in partnership in the middle. It's number 6 in John Bancole on midfield.
That would have been an opportunity to try to bring the ball down to the attacking third. But they opted for a different way.
Bini to Nur Hidayat. Nur Hidayat, the Indonesian player for UCFC. Troy Limbo on that left-hand side. Former leads of Davao Águilas UMAC from the previous competition. Here comes Mike Menzi, opting to lay off to Hartman, who has embraced that central midfield role. This is Nur Hidayat. Bugas looking for space. Nur Hidayat was offside, clearly.
Narrowly an offside. Let's see the replay of the run here. Just probably a few inches offside. He tried to time that run, but the pass was a little bit delayed for his liking.
Soriano giving directions there in the middle. Here's a chance for United City. Good block there from Weckham.
They're just not letting any chances go to waste here.
Ariel Thierry Weckham, from number 77 from United City. Lanky striker for the team in black. Here comes Army. That's Desena on that right-hand side. Try to find Celis. Through ball in the middle, cleared away. Kaole recovers. This is Bini. And they're trying to...
Again, we see Army being very disciplined here, just keeping their 4-4-2 shape, trying to keep those gaps in between tight. Although they're taking a little backseat in the possession here, when they have the ball, they try to pass the ball quickly around, try to attack. But right now, we have UCFC trying to look for an attack here with a through pass into the middle. But Ariel Weckham could not connect with that control. It was safely cleared out.
Itong si John Robert Solen, center back for Philippine Army.
And you can see the fluidity of the movement of players of UCFC. Although they might be a midfield, winger, the chemistry can help them really just fill in those gaps in between. You can see any of them try to ask for the ball, and another player would be running to the space they left. So we can see here the experience that they have trying to play it out a little bit more technically than the Army side.
So take a look at Mark Anthony Bedia. Guy who could play multiple positions on the pitch. He's not a normal goalkeeper, by the way. He's a good midfielder as well. But for this one, he is in between the sticks for Philippine Army. Held steady so far in their discipline.
Army holding the ball well and trying to attack here. Through ball. Almost just losing it in front of the goal. But UCFC makes a way to clear that out. Trying to look for Troy Limbo on the left side. Let's look at the replay here. Slight miscommunication between the defenders. Good thing that was cleared out.
The speed of Gatinaw and positioning of Sumailo almost got them that possession. Someone is down for UCF's, for Army rather. Here comes Kaole trying to win that ball. Bedia clearing it forward. Baking Soriano is down on the pitch.
They're going to stop play to check what happened here on the middle of the pitch.
On the corner of my eye, I saw him go down on his own, but there may have been some contact there. It's really very hard to bring down Baking Soriano. He'll try to walk this off. No.
So far, we've seen both teams attacking on each end. You can kind of can't tell where this game's gonna go. So as long as there are clear chances, more dominant possession holding, I think this game could go either way.
Referee opting to go for a drop ball rather than fair play approach. And
But Army tries to take that shot.
Celis did try from that distance. Here comes Hartman with that long ball. Tries to find Weckham. The 7-7.
Probably channeling 2 sevens here. Again with the combination on the right side. Looking for a cross. Is there someone to connect with it? Army.
Mike Menzi overdoes that. Here's Nur Hidayat.
Loses the ball in the middle. But UCFC claims the ball back. Tries to restart from behind.
Ryan Desena tried to go through 2 giants in itong si Mark Hartman and then si Bangkole. And just 12 minutes in, both teams taking their sweet time to build on their possessions. No urgency really to get on
rushing,
the score sheet.
no forcing. Just trying to find those clear chances.
Ito ata yung tinatawag nilang slow down Sunday, Jed.
I agree.
But in the Philippines Football League, nothing is slow.
It might look slow actually from afar, but when you're on the pitch playing at this high level, everything's so fast. You actually have to be very alert because right as the ball's rolling towards you, you wouldn't know someone's already pressuring from behind. So you got to have that vision, that awareness. And again, for those who are viewing from the screen, the game kind of looks slow, but actually in reality, it's not.
Well, true enough. For now, it's less risks for both teams. No one wants to make that mistake early in the game. UCFC trying to play their possession game that they want. Army just keeping steady, pressuring in the middle at every opportunity.
UCFC is kind of pushing their wingbacks wide, allowing their midfields to really push on the sides. And again, with this attack,
Nur Hidayat, 2 on him. Here comes Limbo. Back to Hartman, measuring. Overlap did not follow through. Ball straight to Bedia.
Mark Hartman was waiting for that Mike Menzi cue for the run.
Good coverage there. Hartman wins that ball, trying to find the strike inside. Weckham.
Army being very disciplined again in defense, being able to capture that offside. You see them holding the line right before Mark Hartman hits the ball to Nwekam.
You see that stop from Baking Soriano. Veteran smarts for the number 6 of Army.
Army tries to play direct, hoping for the second ball, but UCFC collects. But again, stripped off by Army. Looking for someone to connect on the top. They build up here in the middle.
It's Bisite. Hits the defender. Bancole to Kaule. Menzi. Swing it over to Bancole.
UCFC is really using the width of the pitch to try to look for those opportunities. We see them play very, very wide while Army is playing a high line, waiting for that long ball. But we might have a chance here. Mark Bedia heads it out, keeps it safe.
Very risky proposition again, also for Army, trying to play that high line. Nakita natin the secondary run from Paulo Bugas was there. Would have been dangerous if itong si Mark Bedia hindi niya nakuha, but another ball forward. Recipient in an offside position.
He just sees him late. Oh, we see this attack here. Troy Limbo just not getting a touch of that ball. Mark Anthony Bedia getting the first contact there, trying to keep it safe for Army.
Straight through. Sweeper keeper play.
Very confident play there to actually leave your line and commit to that.
That ball goes into the center half line. As UCFC restarts. Bini to Hartman.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline, Ivan, to really just stick with the line, stick with the plan, and be very patient here. And I think Army is doing a great job because so far they've kept it 0-0 despite the attacks by UCFC.
If you missed that earlier, Noor Hidayat tried to do a no-look pass forward, but did not have enough on that ball.
Army trying to press that, but UCFC is able to play the ball on the side, looking for Troy Limbo, cutting it in, making those small plays. But Troy Limbo just finds himself offside in the split second. Great opportunity.
And on the corner of my eye, I saw the referee try to gesture for offside. They need to take a look at that again.
See here, Troy giving the pass. Actually, you could argue because it was really, really slight. Let's take a look at that again. Troy just finding himself a step ahead of the defenders while trying to time the pass.
You could argue that he was marginally offside. But now looking at that replay, I was like, in my head, it's not offside, but lucky for Philippine Army for getting the call in their favor. But yeah, Troy Limbo really runs that fast on the pitch.
We've been teammates in the Little Ascals, and he's just one of those guys who has that high work rate, work ethic. Really great on the wings.
And he finds a way.
He finds a way. Very skillful guy.
BDO, take note. Please get him as your endorser. Anyway, Yok Bisite on a set piece. Straight. Oh, the roof of the net.
That was close.
Well, Matt Silva was in control. The shot, however, was just over. We'll take a look at that later. Here's Bini.
Army is not short of chances, actually. So I think UCFC has to really capitalize on their attacks if they want to be ahead of this game early. Because Army, here we see, are creating their chances as well, taking anything they can.
From Bini, this is Troy Limbo. Restart by Bugas. Bini His family name, his first name is Coffee Beanie. No relation to that K-pop group. But play goes on. Here comes Beanie. Limbo for the recovery. Being chased by Bernarte. Clears that for a throw of the young guns for Army. Itong si Patrick Bernarte. Wugas plays it wide. Bangkole to Hartman. Have Mike Menzi. Kaole on the overlap. No chance. That is offside for...
That was offside for
Ariel Newcomb. He did make a play for the ball. Hence the justification for that call.
Just moments from that attack, you could see Mark Hartman really, whenever he really wants to get the ball and direct the attack, you could see that before he even receives the ball, he has an intention to where he wants to pass that ball. And I think great midfielders have that kind of trait.
Another foul on UCFC. Baking Soriano going down. Takes a lot to bring that guy down on the pitch. Back to Bidia. Free kick. Headed forward. Straight to Forosuelo. He leaves it to roll out. Matt Silva already tested by Army in this first half. We're just halfway to this first half. A lot of negotiations on the pitch on where the ball goes. They're gonna try to break this very high line of Army. Another chance went straight to Bidia. What do you think of Army's movement so far, Jed? Do you think it's quite risky for them to go on this high line, or does it work otherwise?
So far, they've been very disciplined holding that high line. Well, I think so far, no goals have been converted by Kaya, but they've been capturing those offsides. They've been catching the strikers and wingers of UCFC, just going ahead of them before the pass. So I think for now it's working for them, but it really depends on down the line, on the experience. If they can keep that up and keep the goals off, then I think they're doing pretty well. But again, UCFC, they have quality runners and sprinters. Although Army can catch up with them, it really depends on how the pass is made, how the run is made. But so far, yeah, they're doing a great job.
Also on the bench for United City, the likes of Gio Pabualan, Kurt Dizon, Ivan Oano, Ricky Sendra, and Mari Angeles. They have quality as well to sustain this. Ooh, that's a very late tackle from Bangkole on the Sena. Try to play it quickly. This is Celis with a strike. A touch there from the defender.
That was pretty smart, trying to play it quick. Unfortunately, the attack was not so much developed. Try to convert into a goal. But again, Army here, we see they're playing rather high. They're pressing. They're not just sitting back and parking the bus. They're in this game.
Well, goal scorer from previous match is also John Celis. It was Robert Solen on that first match as well. So Bidia trying to use up some time here. Good discipline so far from Philippine Army. They have been steady, did not really give up as many, good shots as well against United City.
Let's see here if UCFC can try to mix things up, build up again from behind. But again, Army is just being very disciplined there, just waiting for those cross passes.
And now we'll turn you over to pitch side for our quick report from Nina.
Prior to the match, I spoke with Philippine Army head coach Boogie and he acknowledges na sila ay ang underdog against United City FC. Pero sinabi lang niya na dapat matatag ang kumpiyansa nila sa sarili. Yung challenge daw talaga today sa match na ito ay kulang sila sa tao. Sabi ni coach, marami sila ay injured. This is why he reminded those who are playing na dapat andun ang kanilang puso sa laro hanggang sa huli. Back to you.
And almost a chance there from Troy Limbo, hitting the woodwork and out. Thank you, Nina, for that report. So take a look at that replay.
Troy Limbo just capitalizing on that slight mistake by Mark Bedia.
Well, a mishap from Bedia. Possession at the moment is almost 50-50. Shots even before that shot, but passing accuracy has been good for United City, 83-65, and more aggressive United City with more offsides. So there's a lot of upside yet, but United City in some control at the moment. This is Bini. Try to find Limbo. Ball bounce off the defender. Good volley. Straight to the attack. Here comes Celis. Bini doing well.
Just stops that attack and leads to this transition. Mike Menzi with the ball with a 3-2 situation here. Offside is called.
Oh, he was in an awkward position to see Weckham. Troy Limbo tried to chase on that tertiary run. Oh, that was a bad call from the first assistant.
Could have been an opportunity they could have capitalized for the first goal, but nevertheless, we see here Army tries to hit the ball up. But UCFC takes perfect control of it. Tries to quickly transition on the side, not waiting for Army to get back in shape.
Celis, late foul. Referee thought that UCFC would take that.
That was a late tackle from behind. It was a good call by the referee to stop the game.
Oh, they're trying to find the gaps here. Menzi needs to be tidy on those passes. Here comes Kaule. Tries for a 1-2. UCFC loses that.
With Army playing on a rather high line, they're forcing UCFC to make combinations on the center of the pitch, which is really not that threatening for Army side.
Solen gives up a corner. Now this is interesting. UCFC clearly with the advantage in height. Bancole, Bini, and Newcomb. They try to organize Kaole, blocking Mark Bedia.
Can they take this opportunity?
Paolo Bugas teeing up. Looking for friends. Good ball inside. Flicked in. Ball goes wide. Here comes the counter attack. They're looking for Celis. Oh, he has to dribble inside Dicena. Besite. Good ball forward. Trying to find Joan Sumailo. Sumailo has the skills. Going back. Try to outrun here. Gatinao. Bit of possession for Philippine Army. Try to play that 1-2. Besite running forward. They find Celis. Losing space. Ooh.
In those few sequences behind, we see that Army was taking charge of the possession. They weren't really rushing that switch play. I thought on the transition they would hit it on the left side, but they kept it, pass it back, then tried to switch it to the right side. But again, the play was stopped with this foul. Army now has the opportunity to make something out of it.
It's a late call from referee Raymart de los Santos. It seemed that Serge Kaole had good control over that possession. Height again is an advantage for United City, so a shot straight on goal is a possibility. Besite with a shot straight to Silva.
We see 3 Army players waiting for the second ball there, just in case.
Oh, it's really hard to deliver so much power from that distance that it would rattle the goalkeeper. But pretty much a straightforward collection from Matt Silva. Here's an overlap from Kaole. Kaole onside, has 2 players on to pass. Here comes Bugas. Plenty of opponents there. Bugas tries a shot. Covered well. Offside flag raised, even though Troy Limbo did not make a play. He actually did think about it.
Could have been a great pass here. You see Paulo Bugas faking 3 defenders to the left. Just couldn't get that shot in. Being deflected out.
And Limbo coming from an offside position clearly, which prompted the referee to raise his flag. It's a little over the half-hour mark at the moment. Still scoreless here at the Rizal Memorial. Philippine Army holding on. Not much of an onslaught by United City still, but they're trying to play smart in this match. You would say in this very short and long season, you need to make sure that everything is fine-tuned in all ends of the pitch. Mike Menzi on the run, has options in the middle. Delivers that cross. Limbo makes contact. He's onside. Newcomb as well. Recovers that. A chance here. He flicks it forward. Bedia almost pushes it to the opponent.
They
Momentum.
might play this quick. Try to just catch Army off guard. But again, Army's discipline, they were able to get back in shape right away, prompting this UCFC side to rebuild from behind. And you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 UCFC players are on the back line of Army. They're just waiting for that ball over, trying to look for that first goal. You see Army here being very aggressive, trying to look for those in-between passes in defense, trying to capitalize on a hopeful mistake.
Well, there were 4 guys on the back line of Army. And Army are quick to think that if they could get the ball, they could easily spring back into a counter-attack. As we take a look at Bisite, trying to get that from Hartman. Swings it forward, Celis. Not a good push there from Gatinao.
Gives it back to the captain. See that UCFC is trying to be a little bit more direct here, although staying patient and calm. The strikers are waiting for that long ball.
And Army are also waiting. Troy Limbo breaks off his line. Tried to find Newcomb. Looking at Soriano, lays it off. Straight to Bugas. Back to Kaole. Kaole tries to dance his way into the middle. Menzi, here comes Bugas with a floater. A header! Onto the side netting.
They've been persistent with those passes and direct plays on top that, again, Bugas with that cross, those opportunities at the top of the box. This could have been the first goal, just to the left of the post.
Oh, it is only a reaction from Ariel Weckham, but should have done much better there to get the ball on target.
Time for Army to restart and hopefully build something up on the left side. Mike Menzi collecting that comfortably.
Army disciplined, stretching their back line now. It's a 5-man line. Here comes Kaole again on the overlap. No
You
foul.
see a clear pull there while they were on transition. A rather questionable stop to that play.
David Weckham was pulled down in the middle of the pitch. No reaction from the referee. Here comes UCFC with a throw. Foul throw given. Army just trying to delay it a little bit more. They might do a press here. Bernarte with that throw. Right back for Army. Trying to find Celis on that far right side.
Mark with the calm collection there.
Nur Hidayat resets to Forosuelo.
Although UCFC, we can see that they're playing a high line, putting more guys on top. They haven't been very predictable because you see a lot of their players keep on moving around, trying to ask for that ball, make those plays, open up those spaces. Unfortunately for this play, Mark Hartman finds himself offside, just a bit delayed after the pass.
Well, he was directly in my line of sight and saw him out already. Kaole wins that ball back. Here comes Menzi. Back to Forosuelo. Back to Bini. Bancole. Bugas. Swings it back. Hartman looking for help. Comes Bugas with that through ball. Kaole on the line. He has ball forward. Someone tried to pick that off. Bernarte with a header. Cleared away by Philippine Army. Here comes Celis. A bit too much on that control.
UCFC trying to make use of that transition speed and height. Hitting the cross high. Looking for Ariel Newcomb to just get his head on that ball. Waiting for some other players to look at the second ball. But here Army tries to penetrate on the left side, but just could not connect with their teammates.
Wasted chance there. An attempt to slice in a through ball. Went the other way. Bugas now trying to build himself in the space. Met with a defender. Comes Decena. Back to the middle. Besite. Nutmegs. Limbo. Bernarte. No look pass. Here they come. Celis. Foul from behind clearly. Free kick. No card given. Nur Hidayat.
Great play nevertheless. Finds that pass in the middle, lays it off to his teammate. Just a delayed stop to that shot. By John Celis.
No, Solen and Bisite.
2 goal scorers from last game. Trying to look for their second goal. Here in this free kick.
Left-footed Solen. Sitting in. But Bisite favored here. 4-man wall. Being oriented by the referee. Bisite would want to curl this to the top corner.
Will this 4-man wall be enough to stop this attempt?
Bisite straight to the side netting. Those opportunities don't come as good in those areas.
Tried to curl it to the top corner, just missing it by a few inches. Great opportunity for them. Hopefully that gives Army the boost to keep on making those chances on top.
Now really, it's a bit of a challenge for Army to get those shots in. Here comes Weckham. Bernarte with the clearance. Celis hounded by the defense. Nur Hidayat loses that. After that scuffle, Celis wins that ball, but Bancole resets it again. Through ball by Hartman. Making a living out of those lofted passes.
And again, UCFC still trying to look for that first goal, passing the ball around, looking for those combinations, looking for the runs. But Army just proves to be very disciplined on the defensive third.
Good clearance from Baking Soriano. PFL veteran.
Can UCFC find their first goal in this corner at the 43rd minute?
Furusuelo asking for it in the far end. A header here. Foul called by the referee. Bini with the push.
Tries to talk his way out of that foul, saying it was clean, but to the eyes of the referee, he's just not having it.
And such that the referee is nearer to the action than us, has a better say on the matter. Ball is a little bit too high. Now UCFC asking for a yellow card. 6 fouls to 1. That's surprising for Philippine Army. A stat that is unheard of before this match, but they've been very disciplined in this match so far, and full credit to them. They have limited one of the favorites to just a 0-0 result so far.
Probably learning from the suspension that they've gotten from the previous game. One key player is not playing in this game because of 2 fouls.
No, booking really for one of the players, especially in Ago Ariola. 3 players also injured for Philippine Army. So they don't have the luxury of the bench like they did previously.
However, with this rotation, they're playing really well, relatively well. That we find them here on the attacking third, trying to look for an attack.
Neil Durimon on that left-hand side. Familiar name from former Ascal's under-23. Comes Kaole. UCFC player down on the ground, but they're not stopping the play.
Tries to look for Troy Limbo on that long ball. Three minutes added time as indicated by the fourth official here. 3 more minutes to try to create those chances before the first half ends.
And how long can the discipline of Army carry on? They have a chance here. Good ball forward. Gatinao. There's a cross inside, but ball goes all the way out. This is Bini. 2 minutes left in injury time. Buga swings it to the other side. Trying to find a way to unlock this Army defense.
Army pressing on top. You can see 3 players just waiting for those mistakes by the defenders because they've been trying to collect it at the back, trying to pass it around and shuffle it. A small mistake could lead to a... Well,
there's a chance here. Will come. Follow up. Cleared away by Soriano.
A good double save there by Mark Bedia.
Oh, and there's more. Out of nowhere. Here comes a chance from UCFC. Bugas fakes it. Another one. He'll shoot. Straight to Bedia. 3 shots already for UCFC in this injury time, but Weckham just hits that ball very well. Second one was good also. Good reaction save from Mark Bedia to keep his team at level.
Just saving his team from a 1-0 scoreline before the end of the first half.
A touch there after a clearance from Bernate.
Less than a minute left for the first half. Can any of the teams capitalize on an opportunity?
Desite with that pass straight to Menzi. Here comes Kaole, flicks it over. Hartman, a chance, he volleys, slices that.
Just doesn't quite get the contact that he would have wanted. Ball just grazes over his foot.
Be a final sequence of the match. Besite hounded by Hartman. And halftime, it's Philippine Army FC 0, United City FC 0. All level. Both coaches, a lot of discussions on the bench. And we'll see you after 15 minutes for our halftime break. Please stay tuned.
United City FC, Neil. We thank you all for coming today and encourage you to visit Philippines Football League Facebook page and the official PFL website, pfl.org.ph, for more details on the Philippines Football League. The passion, the power, the Philippines Football League on the rise. To those who are posting photos and videos on their social media accounts.
People always try to put me down on the ground, but I never be jealous, cause I'm the right in their mind.
In their minds, screw up with me, boy, don't go right. In their minds, come on at me, boy, there's a fight.
In their minds.
With a goal drought here in the first half, it is expected that the strategy of both teams will change up. Though we don't know what that may be, one thing is for sure. Philippine Army and United City FC are giving their all. Before the match, I spoke to assistant coach Mark Francisco of United City FC. He reminded the team to not underestimate the Philippine Army. He claims Army is ambitious and not an easy team to beat, especially with their experience and the way they wholeheartedly listen to their coaches and staff. Furthermore, Coach Mark recognizes that though United City FC's team itself is established, its members are mostly new. So he said they're all learning and building up again in the hopes of claiming the crown this season. Ivan and Jed?
Now back here at the break for the second half of Philippine Army FC versus United City FC. It's 0-0. And Jed, talk to us about the stats of this first half.
Well, relatively, you can't really pick them apart. Just United City FC tallying a little bit more in the possessions and shots, but overall, we've been seeing action end to end on both sides. Here, possession is 53% in favor of United City FC. They've been very comfortable trying to look for those penetrating passes, holding the ball, shuffling it under. They have 6 shots on target, 6 shots, 2 on target, compared to Philippine Army's 4 shots with 2 on target. None have capitalized to turn it into goals, but again, on the second half, we will look for more action. But here, a stat that kind of surprising is for Philippine Army, you only tallied 1 foul compared to 6 for UCFC. They're trying to be probably very patient and clean in their challenges. So I think moving forward on the second half, we will be seeing more action, no? Trying to look for goals on both sides.
A pretty glaring stat. Philippine Army has less fouls compared to their opponents. That only means that they have really bought in to their discipline and trying to limit the attack of United City FC. Philippine Army so far has done well. United City have to do so much better, and we do see some movements on the bench of United City. It looks like Ricky Sendra is coming on to add some comfort on the midfield. So in between matches, go grab some onion rings from 8 Cuts from your house or just outside the grandstand if you're here on the stadium. So thank you so much, 8 Cuts, for your support. Best burgers in the land. Just moving on, United City were really frustrated on that first half. They did have a lot of good chances, but none of them were converted. So changes on the midfield, Kurt Dizon and Ricky Sendra coming on.
Hopefully they could be essential for trying to break that disciplined Army defense. We see that Army has been really organized in the back line. Although they're playing a high line, they try to anticipate those long balls, not letting the strikers, get those free balls on top. They're just very disciplined and aware of what's happening. But we'll see what will happen on the second half. Can UCFC look for another way to make a goal, or can Army capitalize on their chances and go ahead in this game?
We do expect from United City some changes. We believe that substitutions will come in. I think Kurt Dizon will come in for, I'm guessing, Troy Limbo, while I think in the midfield there will be changes. Ricky Sendra I think will come on for some other player. Still undefined. It's both teams, Philippine Army just coming off from the dugout. Plenty of football action, ladies and gentlemen. It's another 45 minutes of football in this half.
We're excited to see how these subs try to change the motion, the momentum of the game, just to bring in fresh legs. Really strategized by their coach.
Well, it's Troy Limbo and Serge Caule making way for Ricky Sendra and Kurt Dizon. And drastic changes by United City on their attack. Philippine Army maintains the same 4-4-2 formation. 2 at the top. Their smallest and speediest players, John Celis and Joshua Gatinao. assisted by Yok Bisite in the middle. And linchpin on the defense, Joaquin Soriano and John Robert Solen. Halftime restart imminent. Both teams play on. Welcome back to the second half of the Philippines Football League. Match week number 2. It's United City FC versus Philippine Army FC. United City in black and Philippine Army in yellow and green. Long ball here from Solen. Probably offside there for the attacker. I think it's Bernarte.
They're trying to really maximize the speed of their strikers here, looking for those long balls over the defense. But again, UCFC's defense is, they're towering over the strikers. We'll see how that will play out for Army. But here we have Mike Menzi in transition on the right side. Tries to cut it back. Great chance here.
Oh, Mike Menzi had that option to shoot directly, but he opted to pass it to an open Ricky Sendra, who skies the ball over this Argentinian center half. Well, he's now, I think, the number 10 for the team on the center of that attack. But a wasted opportunity from United City. They have wanted that goal, and technically it was spoon-fed to them. The finish was not there. Probably on Sendra's first touch.
Yeah, Mike Menzi being very unselfish there.
Now here comes Bugas. Resets to Nur Hidayat. Back to Bugas. Try to swing this forward. Weckham, a chance. Good clearance there. That might be a foul, but the corner is given to UCFC. Jomar Karuskay going for that 50-50 ball. He clears that away. No ill intention there. Another corner kick. Confirmation of the substitutions. Here comes Bugas with the delivery. Straight to the middle. A header goes out wide. Furosuelo making chase. Does not make it. And the Army with a throw.
UCFC trying to press high here. Reclaiming the ball back.
Odison wins that ball. Beats 2 defenders. Trying to get some control on that. Wins that ball anyway. Here's a throw for UCFC. Comes Hartman. Back to Bini. A little bit of pressure. Bancole. That through ball was straight to Bedia, who will again try to use up some precious time here. Bedia so far has been stellar. No goals conceded. Couple of good saves here and there. Bancole back to Hartman.
And we see here the fluidity of UCFC. Hartman playing on the right while Mike Menzi was in the middle.
Oh, he loses that ball to Celis. Celis wants to take a shot here from distance. Goes out wide.
Good try to get that confidence to just take those shots. Unfortunately, it's a bit wide. But moving forward, that would give him the confidence to just keep on taking those shots when he has the opportunity. I mean, he had the space, he had the time. Probably could have brought the ball closer to the goal.
Another chance here comes United City. Bad control from Kurt Dizon. Nice takeaway from Hartman, but foul is offside is called. Surprisingly.
Kurt Dizon couldn't just couldn't get that ball down. Tried to convert that to an attack. But with the addition of Kurt Dizon and Ricky Sandro on top, more chances are coming in for UCFC.
Header by Forosuelo. UCFC resets at the back. Again, thanks for joining us on this lovely Sunday evening. Sandra plays it back to Bugas, hounded by two defenders. Good pressure from Army. Bancole. Back to Hartman. Plenty of yellow shirts there. Try to play it back.
Army just being so cohesive here. You can see that UCFC has no choice. Either play the ball around or just hit it on top. They just keep that very compressed center, not allowing UCFC to penetrate.
Now, one of those experts in getting through the line are likes of Kurt Dizon, introduced here at halftime. Some pushing and shoving over there.
Strips the ball cleanly nonetheless.
Exactly how it is. Sendra does not control that well. Bancole. Army wins that, but oh. Reverse decision. Comes Dorimon. A David versus Goliath matchup there.
I think he doesn't see the pressure from the back.
Dorimon with that header, good control. That ball goes out. Good movement early, good touch earlier from Decena. Take a look at that control. Kids, that's how you do it. Nifty work from Decena. Number 99. Here comes Silva, joining the action. Medyo bored na siya sa likod.
Probably trying to put more people up, pushing there. You see UCFC here as just two men on behind, pushing more people on top to have more manpower during the transition.
Nur Hidayat does not do well on that aspect. Looking for transition here. Hartman pushes his defender down.
Just taking control of that middle.
Here's a chance. Paulo Bugas. Try to play with Nur Hidayat. Here comes Bancole, back to Bini.
UCFC, surprising, is not really rushing into the attacks. They're just picking their passes, looking for the attack with a higher opportunity, higher percentage to score.
Try a full-on floater there from Hartman. Here comes Mukam. Chance here. Curtis over the strike. Straight to Bedia. Kurt Dizon also loses his shoe.
Ariel Newcomb just towering over 5 defenders there, just headed it to Kurt Dizon, who doesn't quite get that shot that he wanted.
Well, Army tried to make something out of that. Dorimon tried to pressure. Oh, Karuskaya rather, here comes Neil Dorimon. Finds Besite, but a bit too forward. Here comes United City on that counter. Bugas now deployed on that left-hand side. Try to swing it in the middle. Looks for that through ball. Here's Dizon. A chance. Dizon! finds the back of the net and gives United City its first goal.
He's been an impactful substitute there, creating chances ever since he got on. But finally, here with this opportunity, finally buries it back into the goal. Just a quick touch, beautiful run there behind the defender.
Just what we mentioned earlier, he's an expert on going to those high lines. Kurt Dizon, trusted veteran here in the Philippines Football League, makes it 1-0. After the long spell, scoreless.
Let's see that again. You see Kurt Dizon just lurking behind the defender, gets to it in time, not catching an offside, just calmly slots it into the goal.
When they got caught there on their high line, here comes Yok Bisite, trying to build up for a goal back for Army. Good ball forward. Here comes the guys in yellow, but just too much for Joshua Agatinao.
Tries to answer back as quick as possible. With an attack on the left flank. Army might be thinking 1-0 is just a narrow gap. They're still in the game.
Well, they did have some chances of their own in the first half. Also build that from scratch. I do believe that Army could still just stay the course and try to maintain what they have done so far in the first 50 minutes before that goal. And it only means that they could hang with the top teams of this league.
So far, we've seen Army really not just holding on, but showing their force here in this game. Being able to keep it level with UCFC for around 55 minutes. Showing that they've got chances, and I think it all boils down to can they capitalize on their chances that they have.
Oh, here comes UCFC. Again now, drawing out Army in their half press in the middle. Oh, another through ball that got through here is Smukam.
Just pushes it a little hard.
Touch a bit too heavy for that run. Comes Sendra.
Just keeps control of that ball. Tries to look for another opportunity to attack, but couldn't connect with Kurt Dizon, who tries again to just split through that defense.
Ricky Sendra. A very business-like approach. He is also a businessman. Has his own restaurant in the metro. Ooh, that was a bit dangerous. Though it was a 50-50 challenge for both players, risk was high.
Just had his studs a little bit higher. Well, again, if you have your studs up, it's always dangerous to, when you have those collisions. It really favors the one who gets late into that contact.
Chance here from United City, but ball is straight to Medea, who almost thought he slipped on that. Here comes Besite.
Army looks for that pass on top.
No, Celis will try to win a corner here. He gets called in his favor. Now this is interesting. Army down a 0-0. Free kick on that right-hand side. height advantage on UCFC. Can we take a look at the stat? Just 2 fouls for Army so far.
Army keeping it clean. Again, very, very disciplined in their defense.
I'm really not sure if there's anything wrong with the world today, but that is very a very interesting stat. United City opting for area defense on the set piece, something coaches have been doing in the last decade. Besite looking for options here. Short delivery, bounces off inside. Almost there, Matt Silva going off his line to the other way. Ball by Newcomb, straight to Luis Bugas, finding Sendra. Sendra on the way, Soriano to beat. Sendra! Saved by Bedia.
Sandro with a strong attack in that attacking third. But Mark Anthony Bedia just claims that ball.
Chance here, header by Forosuelo. Hartman collects. Back to Bancole. Looking for Bugas. Bugas finds his space. He can make something out of this. Newcomb!
Just couldn't keep the ball low.
Ariel Newcomb had a chance. Good play from
Paulo Bugas with that low cross for Ariel Newcomb. Just couldn't get that contact with the ball to keep it low, but he was clear in front of the goal.
Fulba King Soriano down. Might need treatment. Looking for some treatment on the side of the pitch. Seems that he might not be able to continue. Oh, the medic getting ready to help out, but I think King Soriano will try to walk it off. Shot of our fans on the stands.
Again, we invite everyone to, if you're around the metro, or if you're in Cebu, or you're around Makati, if there's a game, a PFL game near you.
Now Taguig in the University of Makati.
Oh, University. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so again, if you're near any of those areas, try to get a feel of what it is to be inside a professional match. Because again, if we're using the more common terms right now, the vibe is different if you're compared to watching the game on screen and just being here, really feeling the atmosphere.
And Army getting ready for their substitutes to come in, as two of their players have been having issues, Yok Besite and Jasor Soriano. Here comes USAFC, Nor Hidayat, finding the overlap to Bugas. Bugas, full of pace, trying to find the center. Newcomb! Finally! Ariel Thierry Newcomb with that second goal for United City FC.
It was just like a carbon copy of the attempt a while ago. Paulo Bugas making that low advanced cross, really having that vision and technique to put it right in front of Ariel Newcomb, who this time buries it into the goal. Paulo Bugas with that very accurate pass just in front of the keeper.
Just wanted to go back to that prior pass. The one who made the play really is Nur Hidayat. Nur Hidayat started with that play, built it on, and laid it off to Paulo Bugas for his second assist. And Ariel Newcomb getting that second goal for United City.
And take note, that's Paulo Bugas' second assist in this game. Really proving to be a very impactful player here for UCFC.
And the adjustment of putting him on that left-hand side made a difference already as he was able to unspool the defenses. Comes Yok Bisite for Army. Loses that to Bancole. Again, Bugas coming over. Stolen by Bernarte. Gets clipped on that possession. They have a set piece again. Resti Monterona and Jemar Cortez getting ready. Out goes Jomar Karuskay. Another player coming off is Neil Dorimon, the left back.
Number 15, Neil Dorimon, replaced by number 26, Resti Monterona. Substitution for number 13, Viola Karuskay, replaced by number 47, Jemar Corpez.
Philippine Army, 2 goals down already late in the second half. Try to get something out of this possession. Besite already felt cramps earlier, but still here the captain. Yok Bisite. Short delivery. Cleared by Forosuelo. I think Bisite already feeling the tension in his thigh.
We've seen a similar set piece in relatively the same side. Besita tries to capitalize on that low balls rather than hitting it high because of the height advantage of UCFC.
Bugas trying to get another chance here. 50-50 ball goes to UCFC. Here comes Forosuelo. Now to Hartman. Try to bring it back.
Just shuffling the ball on the defensive third. Keeping that confidence, keeping control of the game. We have here Army pressing in the attacking third, trying to look for that mistake. But now they regain possession and has the opportunity to create a chance here with almost just over 21 minutes left in the game.
Yok Bisite faking his way out of that through pass. What a good ball here forward. Menzi gathers that. Mark Hartman playing with Celis.
You can see his composure. Mark Hartman just holding the ball in the middle, trying to keep it away from the defenders who, well, in this case, just wants to strip it off him and gets a foul.
And that forearm to the nether region. Right, to chop down Mark Hartman. Well-deserved yellow for John Celis. Here's another through ball for Hartman. Bernarte with that nod. Kick that ball out.
Army is still well organized. It's just that UCFC found another way to break that defense. And they've had a few attempts on the left side through Paulo Bugas with that low crosses. instead of what they've been doing in the first half of trying to hit the middle above the defenders. So we can say probably they've adjusted. They found a better way to try to win this game. But Army also trying to create their chances still.
First test for Genmar Cortez against Kurt Dizon. And Cortez wins. They're winning that goal kick. 20 minutes left of action here at the Rizal Memorial. Seems that United City on the driver's seat to get the full 3 points. Way to bounce back in their opening day defeat against Kaya FC. Nice to see the fight is still with the Army. Here comes Hartman. Playing it with Sendra.
UCFC not rushing their attack. They're just keeping control of the ball, trying to keep their confidence high. Just making Army chase for that ball.
Trying to draw Army booters out.
Army holding a relatively high line on the half.
Here comes Menzi. One person to beat. He switches. Other side, D-Zone. Looking for friendly faces. Try to do a 1-2 there. Hartman. Celis.
Strong tackle there by Mike Menzi, preventing that counter-attack. Really, that was great for him because he was on top for that attack, but he really rushed back.
Offside, says the referee's assistant. And UCFC also preparing a couple of substitutions from the bench. Ivan Owano coming in. Number 77. Number 17, rather. And Darlton Diga.
Army switches it to the left side, brings it back to the middle.
Celis stretches it. It's Menzi, it's a throw. No indication of substitution yet. Celis with that throw. Gatinao has his arm there, but it was in a natural position. Ooh, good ball there, Gatinao.
Penetrates the middle and just whips it back in.
Celis with a cross. Will not bother itong goalkeeper na si Matt Silva. Comes Hartman. Back to Forosuelo. Bini. Now they're just trying to draw Army out to make mistakes so they could have a build-up of their own. Good ball there. Here comes Sendra. Plays it back to Bugas. Finds Hartman. Plenty of options on both ends. Floated inside. Here comes Sendra. Caught out there on the line. Ricardo Sendra.
Army yet again collecting another offside.
Another player is down for Philippine Army. I believe it's Patrick Bernarte. Number 20. And that ends the day for Ariel Newcomb, as well as Paulo Bugas.
Both of them have been very essential to those 2 goals. Newcomb tallying 1 goal for him. Paulo Bugas getting those 2 assists. Really impact players.
And Ivan Oano getting some minutes here. Here comes Army. Now, De Sena, I think, won that throw after a touch by Mike Menzi. De Sena goes through. Goes
These two
to. Flicked in by Bisite. No one to take that. Matt Silva collects. They come here with Nur Hidayat.
And Army picking their chances as well. Just couldn't convert that to goals, but
This is Digha. A shot blocked. Another foot race in the offing. Good through ball naman ulit sa gitna.
Army maximizing their speed here. Hits it to the opposite side.
Nur Hidayat controls to the box. Bit of miscommunication there. So Jed, with 15 minutes to go, what do you think Army can do to shorten the gap? Or is this already too far away for them to reach United City?
They're not out of the game, actually. They've had a lot of chances, mostly on the left side. Probably they could just, try to be more clinical here, trying to convert those into goals. But again, they've had no shortage of chances here. But
Chance
here
here for
UCFC
Sendra, makes it 3. Just shrugs it off with that celebration. Ricky Sendra.
just takes that ball, shoves it in the back of the net. Ivan Wano here capitalizing on a mistake on the defender, stripping it from him, passing the ball to Ricky Sendra, making the goal 3-0 in favor of UCFC.
Great work from the substitute in Ivan Owano with fellow substitute Ricky Sendra. Turning things around here on in the second half. United City do make up for that first half where they were found scoreless against Army.
Army tries to change the momentum here by putting in 3 fresh legs.
And off comes Patrick Bernarte, the number 20. Joan Sumailo as well. And Yok Bisite, the captain. John Celis takes over as the captain. Miggy Clarino also trying to come in as the final sub for UCFC. Long ball forward.
Tries to find Acedo, who actually, we play together in Davao. We've grown up together playing the same field. It's a very small community, the Davao football scene.
Jomar Acedo. And also missed Miller Aquiapat joining in. Now Miggy Clarino makes his mark. Changing at center back for Kofi Bini.
Bini proving to be a strong force in the defense. Even the first half.
Oh, clearly United City. And they do move like they're still a new team technically. Still feeling each other on the pitch.
But again, they started this game with a lot of new faces from the last game, even Army. So we see the depth of the benches of both teams. We see the game getting a little bit more physical, a little bit more heated here as we go into the last 10 minutes of regulation time.
Now we do expect maybe a couple of minutes on injury time, but what a reversal from United City. I mean, they were held scoreless for almost 50 minutes. And a couple of substitutions by Coach Marian Cucharoni Mihail did some wonders for them. The entry of itong si Kurt Dizon, Ricky Sendra, they made a difference really.
And Ivan Uwano, who tallied that assist for Ricky Sendra's goal.
Well, exactly that. Ivan Owano, late substitute, doing well. Provide something.
Army also with their substitutes, with 5 substitutes in total. Can they make something impactful here in the last few minutes of the game? Again, they're still not letting up. They're still playing that high line, very aggressive, very disciplined. They might just find their goal here. But again, both these teams are coming from losses from last week. So we expect them to really play really well here as Army attacks on the left side.
Celis finding his space. Oh, hits the side netting on that cross. He wanted to hit that area where Gatinao was.
Could have crossed it, but tried to shake off his defender. But Pete was just there shadowing him. Couldn't do anything else but cross it in. Last 7 minutes here of regulation time. Can UCFC find another goal?
Comes for Osuelo. Clarino rather. Miggy Clarino. Comes Nur Hidayat. Passing the ball in the middle. Kurt Dizon chasing. Cleared away by Dicena.
Army trying to keep the ball alive, but no one to receive that ball there.
Comes Hartman. Another offside trap. Referee raises his flag. I think there's an injured bird on the pitch. Here comes Army. Mike Menzi with that missed header. Here comes Celis. Finds his teammate Dicena. Try to string it forward. Good 1-2 here. Foiled a little bit, but a chance from Army. Lay off there on the right-hand side. Almost.
June Sanquilos had the space, had the time, could have taken the shot.
All ball there on that challenge. Army still chasing, really, literally. Silva.
Army still not letting up, looking for that attack, looking for that break. They're not holding a low line. They're still pretty aggressive in the middle, keeping that high line in defense. Now UCFC is just holding the ball, comfortably here. Not really rushing anything, just keeping the scoreline as is for now.
Here comes Diga. Pressure from Army. Celis tries that. Here comes Uwano. Doing all the work, Uwano trying to beat two players. Ball forward is straight to Bedia.
Some commotion here between Sandra and Bedia.
Well, Army has 5 minutes left to maybe get a goal out of this. Foul from Diga. Sena try to gain some advantage here. Ball is played forward.
Calmly collected by the captain, trying to restart the play here on the right side. Mark Hartman looking ahead.
Oh, United City stretching this Army press. This is Hartman. Dison dancing around. Trying to break through. Well, he does. Covered well by Acedo. Or Sanquilos rather. Oh, less pressure already for United City. They will just try to use the time with their possession here. Draw out Army defense and find that through pass in the middle. Sandra, good 1-2. Good ball to Uwano. Uwano offside. Was clearly forward from the line.
As you mentioned a while ago here, UCFC is really trying to stretch that Army defense. Playing it low, playing it wide. Waiting for the Army to commit. Looking for those gaps in the middle. Creating these chances. But right now, Army has an opportunity to move forward.
Foul by Forosuelo on Jomar Acedo. Try to play it short. Acedo gets clipped there. Forosuelo wins it. Good delivery from Sendra to Diga. Try to break Akyapat. This is Diga, cross inside. They win a corner. Final 2 minutes of regulation. Will United City get their fourth? Or will Army hold on?
You have some contact here near the keeper. Referee trying to control them.
Trying to go around the defense. The men in black. Curling inside, head touched by Forosuelo. Foul called on him as well.
Great opportunity to get that header for Ivan Wano. Was just bothered by the Army defense, keeping him from stretching the scoreline.
Coach Marian not happy with that play.
Army still looking for that forward passes, trying to really capitalize on their strikers were fast. We have here Bedia going out of his line.